If you gave me $10,000 today and asked me whether it was enough to become a millionaire, my answer would surprise most people. The answer is yes. Not because $10,000 is a large amount of money. In today's world, it isn't. Many people spend that much on a car, a vacation, or a few years of small everyday expenses. The reason $10,000 can become $1 million is not the size of the starting amount. It is the power of time, compounding, and disciplined investing. Most people focus on getting rich quickly. They look for the next hot stock, the next cryptocurrency, the next business opportunity that promises life-changing returns. But throughout history, the people who consistently built great wealth usually followed a different path. They understood that wealth is not created by making one brilliant decision. Wealth is created by making good decisions repeatedly over a long period of time. The biggest mistake investors make is believing they need extraordinary returns to become wealthy. In reality, they need extraordinary discipline. Think about how nature works. A tree does not become massive overnight. It starts as a small seed. At first, the growth is almost invisible. Weeks go by and nothing appears to happen. Then a small stem emerges. Years later, that tiny seed becomes something enormous. Investing works in a similar way. In the beginning, progress feels slow. You may invest $10,000 and earn only a few $100s. During the first year, it feels insignificant. Many people become impatient and quit. But what they fail to understand is that the most powerful stage of compounding occurs later. The longer money stays invested, the harder it works for you. Eventually, your investments begin generating returns, and those returns begin generating their own returns. That's when wealth starts accelerating. Suppose you invest $10,000 and earn an average annual return of 10%. Historically, diversified stock market investments have produced, although future results are never guaranteed. After 1 year, your $10,000 becomes $11,000. That does not sound exciting. After 10 years, it grows to about $26,000, still not life-changing. But after 20 years, it reaches roughly $67,000. After 30 years, more than $174,000. After 40 years, it exceeds $1 million. The amazing thing is that the majority of that growth happens during the later years, not the early years. This is why patience is such a valuable financial asset. The problem is that most people do not think in decades. They think in days, weeks, and months. They watch the market every morning. They react emotionally to headlines. When prices fall, they panic. When prices rise, they become greedy. These emotional reactions are expensive. Successful investing is often less about intelligence and more about temperament. You don't need to predict every economic event. You don't need to know what the market will do next month. You simply need a strategy that can survive many different environments and the discipline to stick with it. One of the principles I have discussed throughout my career is diversification. Diversification is important because nobody knows the future. Not me, not economists, not politicians, not television experts. The future is uncertain. Because of that uncertainty, intelligent investors spread their risk across different assets. They own stocks, bonds, commodities, and sometimes other investments. The goal is not to maximize returns every year. The goal is to survive and prosper over many years. If you can avoid catastrophic losses, compounding can do the rest. Many people ask me what they should do if they only have $10,000. My answer is that the amount matters less than the habits you build around it. Someone who starts with $10,000 and consistently adds money every month has a tremendous advantage. Imagine investing $10,000 initially and then contributing just $500 every month. Over time, those contributions become powerful. At a 10% annual return, that combination could potentially grow into well over $1 million before retirement. The key lesson is that wealth is built not only by what you earn on your money but also by what you continue to invest. Another mistake people make is confusing income with wealth. High income does not automatically create financial freedom. There are people earning $300,000 a year who struggle financially because their spending rises alongside their income. There are also people earning far less who steadily build wealth because they save and invest consistently. Wealth is what you keep, not what you spend. The gap between what you earn and what you consume becomes the foundation of your future financial security. Consider the habits of the average consumer. Every year, millions of people upgrade their phones, buy newer cars, purchase larger homes, and increase their lifestyle expenses. They assume future income will solve future problems. But financial independence is achieved when assets grow faster than expenses. Every dollar spent today is a dollar that cannot compound tomorrow. This does not mean you should never enjoy your life. It means understanding the trade-offs. Every financial decision has an opportunity cost. One of the most important things you can do is develop an investment process rather than chasing investment predictions. Markets will experience booms and busts. Recessions will happen. Crises will occur. Political changes will create uncertainty. New technologies will disrupt industries. These events are normal. They have happened repeatedly throughout history. Investors who remain focused on long-term fundamentals generally outperform those who constantly react to short-term noise. The greatest advantage individual investors possess is time. Large institutions face quarterly pressures. Fund managers worrying about short-term performance. Politicians focus on election cycles. But individual investors can think differently. They can think in decades. When you adopt a long-term perspective, market volatility becomes less frightening. A temporary decline becomes an opportunity rather than a disaster. Let's talk about mindset. Most people underestimate what they can achieve over 20 or 30 years and overestimate what they can achieve in a single year. They want immediate results. But wealth creation is often boring. It involves saving consistently, investing regularly, and allowing time to do the heavy lifting. There are no exciting headlines in that approach. There is no viral social media content celebrating patience. Yet patience remains one of the most powerful financial advantages available. If I were starting over today with only $10,000, I would focus on three things. First, I would invest in productive assets that generate value over time. Second, I would continuously improve my skills and earning power, because human capital is often your greatest asset. Third, I would remain disciplined regardless of economic conditions. Those three principles have created more millionaires than any market prediction ever has. Remember that becoming a millionaire is not necessarily about reaching a specific number. The real goal is achieving financial freedom. Money provides options. It gives you the ability to make choices based on what you want rather than what you must do. The purpose of investing is not simply accumulating wealth. The purpose is creating a life with greater flexibility, security, and opportunity. So, if you currently have $10,000, do not dismiss it as insignificant. Every fortune begins somewhere. Every investment portfolio starts with an initial contribution. The difference between those who eventually achieve financial independence and those who do not often comes down to a single decision: whether they begin. Starting may feel uncomfortable. Progress may feel slow. Results may seem invisible at first, but the power of compounding rewards those who remain committed long enough to experience its full effect. The world will always offer distractions. There will always be people promising faster ways to get rich. There will always be fear during market declines and excitement during market rallies. Ignore the noise. Focus on principles that have worked for generations. Save consistently. Invest intelligently. Diversify wisely. Stay patient. Give compounding enough time to work, because the truth is simple. $10,000 alone will not make you a millionaire overnight, but $10,000 combined with discipline, patience, and time can absolutely become the foundation of extraordinary wealth. And for those willing to think long-term, that journey can begin today.